Okay, so when you're learning a language, a super important part of that is learning how to answer questions. Because if you go to a place where they speak Spanish, they're not going to give you a worksheet and tell you to conjugate a verb. They're going to ask you a question and hope you can answer it. So let's talk about it. First of all, if it's a question with tú or usted, right? Because we've done this. You should know tú and usted both mean you. So if somebody asks a you question, right? Like the example here. ¿Dónde vives tú? Where do you live? Oh, okay. I live in EP. So your brain might think that, but what you need to make sure you do is see how in the question the verb is vives. It's in the tú form. When you answer it, even if you write yo, that's fine. You can have it or not have it. What I need you to do is change the ending on that verb, because it doesn't mean I live in EP until you change the ending on the verb. And we already went through that, right? You go back to the original verb. Okay, it's vivir. It's an IR verb. I cut off my IR. I add back my O. That's how I got vivo. Some of you guys are great about writing a sentence and you write yo, but then you don't change the verb. It's still going to be wrong that way. I need to see the ending change. Okay, again, here's a question with usted, which still means you. It's just more formal, right? So why do you study Spanish? Again, when I answer, I'm using the same verb, right? I'm still pulling from estudiar, like it was in my question, but in my question, estudiar has the usted ending, right? In my answer, when I say I study, right, then again, I'm going to go back to estudiar, cut off my AR, add my O, put my yo ending on it. Yo estudio español. This is super key. Okay, but what about if it's a question with ustedes? And again, you should know by now, ustedes means you guys. So it's just like in English. If I ask a question to you guys, right, what are you guys going to have for dinner? Where are you guys going after school today? When you answer that question, you would do so with we. Hopefully your brain is saying, Señora, I know that we in Spanish is nosotros. So, again, you can write nosotros like I have here. That's fine. It's great. It's not good. It's not bad. It's an option. You can do it or not do it. But what I really need you to do is change the ending on the verb so the verb has the nosotros ending, which again, it's either going to be amos or amos or imos, depending on what kind of verb it is. So the question here, what are you guys singing? We are singing Shakira's music. Nosotros cantamos. See how my verb changed? Cantan goes with ustedes, but when I answer with we, my ending has to change so it matches. Okay, one more example. ¿Qué programas ven ustedes en la tele? What programs do you guys watch on TV? Okay, so again, you answer with we, and there's my nosotros. I can write it or not write it. I could just as easily leave it out. But what I need to do is go back to that verb, there, right? Then in the question is a form of there. So go back to that verb. I want the nosotros form. So just like we've been studying, I take the whole verb, there, I take off my ER, and I add back my amos. That's how I end up with vemos.